Never known, don't know where it goes, but it's on to me and I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the... Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Earth 2 veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. So, for those of you that knew about this on Twitter, not just with the thumbnail, finally starting to do it. I am starting to sell my Bitcoin for OMI, and I have to tell you why. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, although I am, but I'm not a financial advisor in this aspect. If I sold Tesla for Bitcoin and I sold Pokemon cards for Bitcoin, I'm sorry, Tesla for OMI and Pokemon cards for OMI, I have to do it. Bitcoin should, let's say, because it's at, around 45, 50K, let's say it even 4x's by, the end of the year, maybe even next year. OMI's gonna double that. So I'm not gonna do it all at once. I did put in an order for another million OMI. I should have my 97th million OMI by tomorrow. I will make another video about that. I also there are so many things in the pipeline. Like for Bitcoin, it's got a couple of things, and one of them is a mother flapper of a thing. It is a, what do you call it? That Bitcoin ETF, that one in America, because there's a couple in Canada, there's a couple in Brazil. Those are all already approved. Those are already in action. There's none in America yet. There will be. There should actually be several Bitcoin ETFs over the next year that are approved. The first one will be the most major catalyst. That should be in the next month or so, by October 28th, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. There might be one or two before then, but the major one's October 28th. And again, Kathy Wood, who is Bay, anyone that's in finance knows who she is, and she's just one of the best, if not the best investor of our time. So she wouldn't have gone and sought a approval for a Bitcoin ETF unless she saw it would have been done. And what I decided to do was I said, like, hey, listen, it is irresponsible of me in the future, because like originally my hedge against OMI was Bitcoin. Like saying like, oh, in case OMI implodes, in case OMI, doesn't do well, it's Bitcoin. But then I realized I am Randy mother flippin' Chavez. I'm my own hedge. If I ever lose all of my capital, I can go and make more money back. I don't have to rely on anyone else or anything. I could do it myself. Yes, I will have friends, I will have help, but Bitcoin was my hedge against OMI, and I realized, no, I myself can increase my net worth more than Bitcoin can. So I am my own hedge. That's what I'm doing. A lot of people think I'm crazy. A lot of people are like, all right, you're egotistical, you're nuts, it's insane, it can't be done, if I can quote Moss from IT Crowd. So that's what I decided to do. Be advised, I am not taking anything out of Earth 2. I'm only investing more money every single day for the past several months, if not year. I've only added money into Earth 2. I've never taken out. If I were to sell something, I were to sell a certain amount of tiles for a certain amount of money and gotten more tiles for that same amount of money. So I've only increased my position in Earth 2. Because that, again, OMI's already 100x already. Earth 2, a lot of things have 100x, a lot of things even more than that, some less. But the Earth 2 doesn't have a crypto yet. So I'm saving a little bit of money for that. I do have a deal with Nomad with Guitar for and I will make a different video on this about Pokemon, selling Pokemon cards. Not for OMI, although I've done that in the past. I'm selling some of my Pokemon cards specifically for gems, specifically for veve NFTs. I will continue to do that. Bitcoin for OMI. Pokemon cards for NFTs. This is going to be rough. This is going to be rough. So yeah, the Earth 2 drama, what I was going to talk about is that I'm going to have to go to Twitter real quick and talk to, or not even talk to, just go to Guidebook Gaming's Twitter post, and I will read the drama here in a second, and it is... it is slowly but surely... Oh my god! I can't retrieve their tweets. Okay, never mind. Disregard. All right, so, wow, over the last couple days, they've had several. So Guidebook Gaming on Earth 2 map were promised nearly 6 months ago and never delivered. Like, when they say they were promised nearly 6 months ago, they were promised ads on the Earth 2 map. Like, if you go to the Earth 2 in the game, you'll see ads for the real Randy Chavez. You'll see ads for E2 Meta. You'll see ads for a whole bunch of things. But Guidebook Gaming, even though I stream about it sometimes twice a day, I make videos on top of that, they stream every single day. Guidebook Gaming has never missed a stream, and they don't have ads on it. Now, recently, possibly yesterday, their megacity, Alpha Kingdom, was removed from Earth 2's official Discord's community group list. Zero explanation, zero notice, zero response. So again, it could have been just a normal mistake. There's a bunch of things in here. I'm part of Alpha Kingdom, also part of Silent Hunters Project. I also have a couple of tiles in Gibraltar, which is British guy Dorkslayer's megacity. I'm pretty sure I am part of the Unitum Hispanics. Lone Wolves, which I don't really see on here, although I do see the pack, that could be them as well. I had a war going on with the Kraken, but again, it was all just stuff. Legacy Bermuda, Legacy Island, Settlers Forge, Kiribati City. There's a bunch of things on here that Alpha Kingdom should be on there. They're not. As far as updates, I'm sorry, giveaways go, I will make a video on it tomorrow, but next Sunday, it should be September 19th, I believe. Let me just give a check. September 19th, we will be having Earth 2 giveaways. We will be having veve NFTs giveaways. We have a bunch lined up already from Predict My Future. We have from Wraithax, from me, from Squidcat, I think from Egro. There's a bunch of people that are getting in on this. So the only thing you have to do in order to receive those NFTs and tiles on Earth 2 is be a subscriber. So subscribe down below and then be present on that day, on that live stream, September 19th. I'm not sure what time I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to do it at around 2 in the afternoon, but I'll keep you guys posted. I want to see what time everyone's available. So yeah, that was it. Oh, actually, disregard. Guidebook Gaming, Alpha Kingdom is back at #1 on the list of community in Earth 2. Shout out to It's Frami and Liz for an exceptional customer service resolving the issue. So I should have just changed this title. That is my bad. Earth 2, Shane, everyone, they had gone on and fixed. They had righted that wrong. They had remedied that situation. Congrats to them. And yeah, like I said, I will have 97 million. I will get 100 million. I'm going to hope before the end of the month, so I will start doing that. It'll be slowly at a time. I'm not going to sell the whole Bitcoin for everything. It's going to be slowly but surely. If it goes up or goes down, I'll be fine with that. But I will get that before the end of the month. You heard it here first. The real Randy Chavez will have more than 100 million OMI before the end of the month. So let me take some questions. Let's get this bread. Wes says, feels like OMI is getting ready to explode. I agree 100%. And I am going to make a video tomorrow about Altcoin Daily. I think that is going to have a explosion. That's going to have a radiating effect. That's not just a quick pump. It's going to be continuously. It's going to be the gift that keeps on giving. So shout out to Altcoin Daily. I'm going to do a bunch of that. There is new comic books, which I'm going to do a bunch of videos on that as well, because again, you notice how they had, the What If series. Disney Plus has their What If series as well. The What If comics. They're doing a Fantastic Four series. Why? Because Fantastic Four is now under the MCU. Marvel has those licenses. Marvel and Disney have those to be able to make Fantastic Four movies, Fantastic Four comics. So they have the comic books here. They have the they have the NFTs of Marvel Mighty. Same thing with Captain America, where they had Captain John Walker as a Captain America. They had Sam Wilson as Captain America, Bucky Barnes as Captain America. That goes in line with the Falcon and Winter Soldier series. And what are they going to have next week? Kang the Conqueror. Kang the Conqueror is spoilers if you haven't seen the Loki series yet, is the main villain in the Loki series. He is going to be one of the main villains in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Most likely the Fantastic Four movie as well, because for those of you that don't know, Reed Richards' son, Mr. Fantastic, Franklin Richards, is the great-great-great-grandfather, or sometimes removed. Basically, Kang the Conqueror is a descendant of Franklin Richards, son of Reed Richards. So it is, it seems like they're doing all the Disney Plus stuff, and for that, they're going to have a Hulk comic book soon. They had the Hulk comic book. They're going to have a Wolverine comic book soon. Why do I know this? Remember when that leaked? Remember when that video leaked? I think Cavell Anderson did a video on it, of a AR Wolverine comic. One, because of that. Two, because it seems like they're doing everything with the Disney Plus shows. They're coinciding all the comic book drops with the Disney Plus shows. They're going to have She-Hulk later on. Hulk was in the Bruce Banner Hulk, and then Abomination was in the Shang-Chi movies. And also, they did have a new Wolverine trailer out as well. So I guarantee you we're going to see a Wolverine trailer, a Wolverine comic book in here as well. People are going to go bananas for that. And yeah. And I know the House of X, or the Mutant, the X-Men comic books, those are the ones that had the technically the first appearance of Wolverine in the AR digital comic book because he was on the cover, but I mean an actual Wolverine comic book. If you go to the trailer, it shows a bunch of things, a Hulk vs. Wolverine type thing. There's an animated movie years ago that was very, very good. So there's going to be a Wolverine comic. I guarantee it. You heard it here first. Moving on, Justin said, just ordered Applebee's right before the stream. Hey! Justin says, Randy, did you see Foster Hilt video? He compares OMI numbers to Hex. It feels like a wave is coming. I've been asked to go over Hex a lot, and I do think that it could be a very good long-term hold. I haven't added that to my list as far as Ethereum, Cardano, Binance Coin, Solana, CRO, obviously Bitcoin. I haven't added that to that list of what I would buy yet. I do think that it could be a very good long-term hodl, but I have not added that to the list yet. I don't know. Okay, there we go. I'll keep you posted on what I do with that. Brenzie says, finally, a solo Randy stream. Sorry about me being absolutely last week I was with Susan Thompson. I was with Aria Realty. I was just with a good buddy of mine, Master Sergeant Justin Bright, who I served with in the United States Air Force. He was on the stream yesterday, and I had a Dr. Kate Goldstein on the stream today. By the way, be advised, guys, that video stream was demonetized because we were talking. I don't know if it was the cursing. I don't know if it's because people were asking her about vaccines and masks, but it was most likely you'll still be able to see it when it finally does upload, but they took off the monetization. So that 3-hour stream was pretty much for nothing. So, but anyway, yes, this is a Randy Chavez solo stream with Dashi, of course. Dashi is always with us. Mr. Lochner says, hi, I just wanted to let you know that I am the real Randy Chavez. I don't think so. I think you're a fake one. There is a fake real Randy Chavez on Twitter. I thought it was really funny. Justin says, about to sell more ETH for OMI. I think, again, a lot of people have been speculating that OMI is being manipulated by the whales. Like, it only goes up a certain bit and then it goes down. Good. I hope it is. I hope it is those whales just selling because they're never selling at the big point. When they're selling, it's going into a lot of people's pockets. It's going to sell, and it's going to go to me. It's going to go to Taps Trades. It's going to go to Dan Lee. It's going to go to Poor Man Printing, an Orange Bag Lady, and it is going to go to everyone, non-fungible wonderful, and we're not selling. We're just going to hodl. I've proven it. I have, again, by tomorrow I should have 97 million, and I've never sold one. I'm never going to sell one. Even Jake Gagon, the guy that, does a lot of, I don't say pump and dumps, the guy that does a lot of meme coins, who always like, I'll buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here. He's not doing, the king of meme coins, the king of buying low and selling high, making mad money with that, has not done that with OMI. He is hodled. As of a couple of weeks ago, he's still never sold. Altcoin Daily has tweeted out, hey, OMI is my homie. They made videos about that. Crypto are us. Do you think somebody like Crypto are us that is partnered with the Comey, do you think do you think that they would partner with them if they weren't a good long-term bet? And two, if he knows what they are and what they do you think he's gonna try to time the market? He might dollar cost, or he might take a little profit, a little bit as it goes up. But no, that dude is not dumping his bag. That dude's not doing anything like that. Oh, sorry. I had a need to hydrate. Brendan Z says, no offense to your show guests at all. Yeah, no problem. I get it. You grew up with me. You've been watching me for a while, and I have done other guests like that before. It's mostly been just videos. It hasn't really been live streams, but I've been doing that. I did want to branch out a little bit. There's only so long that you can do just Earth 2 and OMI videos for. I'll still always do these. I'll still do these. I'll still do Pokemon videos, veteran reacts, and whatever. But I do want to bring in other guests. I want to be able to say, like, hey, how can this impact you? Again, Dr. Kate Goldstein saying, like, hey, what is something that medically we could go in and say, like, oh, there's going to be a run on insulin. Buy a insulin manufacturing company. Their stock should go through the roof. Something along those lines. So I want to be able to go and do that, like Sergeant Justin Bright. I was not able to say, hey, should we invest in Raytheon or DynCorp or any of that? Because, again, he's more privy to that information than I am. I haven't been inside the military in almost 5 years. He's still currently serving. He might be like, oh, well, these ones are with us always in Iraq and Afghanistan. These ones are never with us there. So he would have that type of insight. Again, I didn't ask him that. I probably should have. But I do want to see how different people do their finances, how different people get there. Yeah, let me go. Let me keep going here. Justin says, thank you for your service, Randy. Justin, thank you. We appreciate that. That was good. I'll have, again, I know I've had a lot of military on. I've had Aria Realty. I've had Susan Thompson, Justin Bright. I will do more people that are not just military. I will branch out a little bit more. Keep you guys posted on that. Francis Gonzalez says, damn, bro, you'll be a billionaire. Well, if I hodl until 2040 and we go to $10 an OMI, sure, yeah, sure, I'll be a billionaire. I don't want to wait 20 years to enjoy my money, though. That's not saying that we can't get there sooner, but again, if we're talking about a $10 price point, which Cavell Anderson has mentioned multiple times, but a lot of people give him crap. A lot of people go and say, oh, Cavell Anderson, yeah, $10, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. But he never says when it's going to happen. So as far as I'm concerned, unless Cavell Anderson says that, hey, it could be $10 only by next year or 2025, unless he gives a specific date, he's not wrong. I've said even before he said it, we could potentially reach $10 by the end of 2040 just because of the way the finances go, just the way that companies grow, and the sheer amount of people that are going to come into this. But a lot of people that they just think short term, like what's going to be the end of this year and next year, which I understand. You want to put your money where it's going to 10x as opposed to 2 or 3x, or even just going up 30-40%, which even that is still tripling what the market does. So I would rather go and that's why I don't, if you want to learn about real estate, go watch Graham Stephan. But if you want to learn about investing, don't really go to him because he has most of his funds in the S&P 500. If you have the S&P 500 is good if you don't know anything about investing and just like, I want my money to be safe, want to be secure. On average, you get 9 to 11% a year, which is fine. And people that try to consistently beat the market, most of them can't. I've been only in the market for a few years, but I've gone all in on stuff which I knew was good. S&P 500 has like dozens of companies that are just like, why are you even in here? Like dinosaurs, you're crap. Yeah, I'm going to try to beat that billionaire by 2040 because I think that if I can, slowly sell up by the time it reaches between $1 and $2, and I can become like $30 to $50 million, I can reach $100 million a couple years after that. And once I get that 100 million, all I'd have to do is 10x from there. Hopefully it wouldn't take like 10 years. I could just do it before then. But again, I don't see really that happening until later this decade. And then obviously I have to, a million here, a million there, just for the animal charities and all that type of deal. So I'll keep you guys posted with that. Ethan Youngberg says, hello, Randy. Hey, what's up, Ethan Youngberg? How's it going? Yeah, Dr. Professor Kubinski. I read it before. I don't know if you heard it, but it was pretty much taken care of. So, Ethan Youngberg, I hope you're doing well. Justin says, isn't Immutable X token safer than E2 token? It's probably safer, the Immutable X token. But Immutable X, again, it's probably going to be big because OpenSea is going to be using that. We're going to be using that. Probably other couple of big names are going to be using that. But the Earth 2 crypto, it's just so raw. Picture Gohan like angry against Frieza. It's just going to keep on rising, in my opinion, and that's why I'm saving money for it. That's why I've never taken money out of Earth 2. I've taken money out of everything else: Tesla, Pokemon cards, Bitcoin. I have not taken money out of Earth 2. I will never do that. I mean, not right now. In the future, it's like millions of dollars. Yeah, I'll diversify a little bit, or maybe not. I don't know. Keep you all posted. Brenzie says, E2 has always been sus in the average person's eyes. It has, but I also think the average person, as long as you say that, they don't do a lot of their research. Heck, even Andre Jick, the guy that put $150,000 into OMI, I don't think he really went deep down the rabbit hole. And again, I think Orange Bag Lady, Wendy Stabalis had been... let me go and look at the history for that. Oh, it's going to be a long ways away. But she did Women X veve featuring Reese. Again, Wendy Stubalis. That's what you have to go to. I have barely even started that. Most people, let's say Andre J. and Graham Stephan, again, average, they're not going to do the amount of research that I would. Like, I have gone on and watched every single David Yu interview, linked to one of his most recent interviews down below, which he did last week. I've watched every single Dan Crothers, Trevor or Reese interview, Jaron Pador, Alfred Arkan, because I need to know if I'm putting that amount of money in, I need to know the people behind it. Not many people are willing to sit there through dozens, if not 100 hours of research and interviews. That's not even the financials. That's not even that is just the people behind it. So when most people say Earth 2, the average person say Earth 2 is sus because they just haven't done the research. At least not as in depth as one would hope. Dr. Preskobin says, good that I am out of E2. I'm still in it. I still put in money every day. So I would not get out of E2. Again, I'm not. That's like the last. That's like they're in Braveheart, like holding the line. Don't come in and sell. I won't. At least not now. Brenzie says E2 doesn't have a token yet. Correct. It is. We are waiting for that crypto to come out. That's why I'm holding out for it, because again, it doesn't have it yet. OMI's already 100x from where it started. Or 2 crypto has not even come out, so I'm very, very bullish on it. Cosmos said, did you know that they are doing money laundering with buying NFTs? This is not a rumor, it is the truth. Do research and see why they are spending millions of dollars on stupid NFTs. Yeah, people do that with art, and NFTs are art. And people, there's one person I know of that did that with Pokemon cards, so they'll do that with anything. They'll do that with art, they'll do that with collectibles, they'll do that with NFTs. It's not surprising at all. And Peck, they might as well do it with that. I hope they do it with veve and OMI. I hope people throw millions in here. I know they already are. Tim HN75 says, well, you know what they say, go big or go home. Good luck. Well, thank you. I do. Again, I'm not going to sell all of my Bitcoin, although I say that now. But I will sell enough to get to that 100 million, which again should be before the end of the month. I only have a couple of weeks left. It's already September 12th. So if I go and the next 2 weeks, I'm going to have to do that. And also, like I said, I will make another video basically telling everybody, hey, what I'm doing is I'm selling my Pokemon cards, not for more OMI, but for more NFTs. And I'll tell you why in another video, maybe tomorrow's stream. Brendan Z, again, agrees with me, says it happens in all art. Agreed. Foos Magoo says, what's up, Randy? Did you watch the Women of veve's live stream today with Reese? I haven't yet. I literally was driving for like 6 hours today. I drove from Massachusetts to Poughkeepsie. That took about 4 hours, and then from Poughkeepsie down to Massapequa, New York, which took about another 2.5, 3 hours. So actually, I drove for about 7 hours today, which is heckin' ridiculous. But I did listen to one of Dan Lee's interviews. I listened to one of Taps's videos. Honestly, Taps is just a lot. Cavell Anderson, and Taps Trades, like, if I listen to Cavell and Taps Trades, like, oh, this is going hard. This is going hard. Taps Trades is one of those guys that just, like, he's so calm when he does it, though. Like, even when he gets excited, he's like, this is going to go here because of this, this, and this. And I'm just going to be like, girl, like, when I do it. So again, I would definitely tell people when they get into veve, if they want, like, someone that looks like he's an investor, not someone that looks like they live in a shoddy apartment that's wearing an I shits you not shirt. I would tell them to go and watch Taps Trades, a little more refined. Dan Lee does a lot of, not price prediction, just saying this is what OMI would be based on this, this, and this. Cavell Anderson's like hype man. Poor Man Printing is, I just want to have a beer with him. I don't think there's an OMI YouTuber that I don't like, and each people I like for different reasons. It's very, very, very good. I like everyone I've seen so far. Dancing Nidorina says, hey, what's up, Randy? Oh my god, Dancing Nidorina, I love your name. If anyone remembers in Pokemon Puzzle League for Nintendo 64, you can do like instead of doing the main story, you could do a 1v1 battle, and Gary has a Nidoran, a female Nidoran, and each time you get like a combo, your Pokemon says its name. Like, so Nidoran would go nya 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 up until it reached a 4x combo, and then Nidoran would go nya. I love that. Just YouTube a video of Pokemon Puzzle League Gary, and you'll see it eventually. Nidoran going yeah. It's super fantastic. So yeah, that's Nidorina. I'm doing well. Verena Kruger says, you got the secret rare the other day, I believe. Says, have you been investing for a long time, now able to get that much OMI? It depends on where you in like crypto years, yeah, absolutely. But people that are, let's say, like 40 years old that have been investing a lot longer than I have. I'm only 30, so I'm only 30. I really only started seriously investing after I got out of the military. Got out of the military in 2016. Started investing in 2017 when I opened up that high-risk lending business, and I did have a bunch of help with that. One of my partners, I mention him all the time, Dan. I'm going to try to get him on the podcast as well. He's a guy that is a millionaire that is in OMI. Like, that's... millionaires are here. They've been here for a long time. And there's multiple people like him. He's just one that I'm very close to. Been in finance for a lot longer than I have. Can run circles around me, reading charts, everything. But no, I've only been investing really in the last 4 years. So be advised, if you're new to the channel, I started in 2017 with less than $3,000, and I retired earlier this year. That's like less than 4 years I did it. I didn't retire with like millions of dollars. I retired with about a $500,000. And at the time, I didn't know about OMI. At the time, I was like, all right, I can put mostly everything into Bitcoin. You know, I could sell my Pokemon cards for more Bitcoin because Bitcoin should, you know, even though these Pokemon cards will like 3 to 5x by the end of the decade, Bitcoin should like 10 to 20x. So made a no-brainer. But then I found OMI. I was like, oh, I didn't think I didn't think coins like this existed. I had dipped my toes in altcoins before then, but OMI just it blew everything else out of the water. There was the Akomi and veve app team. They are so ahead of everyone else, and nobody knows it yet. No one will know it for like the next year or so. And I guarantee you there will be other FUD from other people, from other major companies that'll try to knock it down like they did with Tesla. And Tesla succeeded. Tesla's way out the gate. OMI, it is stupid undervalued, but nobody's going to know that. People are like, oh yeah, I could see that doing something, you know, not for me, but because of digitally licensed NFTs. No, that will, it's already running away with competition. It's already light years ahead. It's already sprinting. Everyone else is crawling. There is no other company that has sold as many digitally licensed NFTs like this. I've said it before, if one company, one of these altcoins, like let's say like SafeMoon, you know, were to get like a, let's say a Power Rangers license, you know, for NFT, they'd be like, oh, this could be awesome. This would be great for them. A bunch of people would FOMO in. I guarantee you they would. But that's one different license. One, not only do we have that, because we have Hasbro, we have Bandai, so we have Power Rangers, we have that plus 100 plus other things that it's just almost like people are, it's so impressive that people are not impressed. That is something where it's stupid not to sell. Again, this is my opinion. What I was telling a buddy of mine, was telling my girlfriend, like it's stupid not to invest in OMI, like to sell everything for it. So that's what I'm doing. I'll keep y'all posted. Justin says his video isn't about buying Hex. He just compares Hex's success to OMI succeeding in the same way. Oh, okay. So buying Hex and he compares. Okay, I don't know. I know Hex has gone up. I don't know if it's as much as Solana, but if he's making the comparison, like because Hex did this and it's very similar supply or, you know, like demand with OMI could do that or more. I really should. So I will go to Foster Hill's video. I will look at that at some point. Dean Dynamo says, you are the real Randy Chavez. Oh, I thank you, Dean. Famlin's Camping says, hey, Randy, I have a parcel on E2 that I'd love to give you. I have a little oceanfront neighborhood at my music festival project that I've gotten Nameless, Tech Ops, and Predict. But no, Randy, Famlin's Camping, that'd be great. I would love that. Message me on Twitter, I guess, and let me know. Thank you. Dean Dynamo says, as a student, what would you say minimum amount of OMI do you think I should aim for? Says I currently have 800,000, but my aim was 1 million. I don't know how old you are, student as in college or student as in high school. But I will tell you this: during the summer, well, I dropped out of college. Not for I dropped out of college. I went after I got out of the military. I did 1 semester of college, hated it, didn't go back because I started that high risk lending business, and was making money. And for me, it's just what do I want to do? What do I want to excel at? Well, I want to save animals. The best way I can do that is making a lot of money. If I was in college right now and I had no prior experience to investing, but I was good with numbers and I had the same brain I do, and I found OMI, I'd be like, okay, I know that, you know, middle of semester, even though it's the beginning of the semester, let's say you're halfway through your first semester, I'd say like, okay, the $10,000, $20,000, you know, whatever I just spent on this college, dorm room, whatever, I know that if I drop out of school right now, I won't get that money back, I won't do anything, won't get the credits for it. I would not care. I would know that my parents would disown me. I would know that people are going to say like, you're an idiot and, you know, whatever. I would drop out of college. Like, this is what I would do. Not telling what you should do. This is what I would do. I would drop out of college. I would get as many jobs as I could, working as many hours as I could, eating nothing but bread and beans and vitamins and just working and buying as much OMI as I could. I'd sell everything I had. That wasn't like a family heirloom, something that meant something to you. Something that I know I could buy back, like Pokemon cards or Tesla stock. And I would do that, knowing full well, because again, my parents did not like the fact that I didn't go to college in the first place. I just worked for a little while before I went in the military. And when I dropped out, I've gotten this so many times. I'll just be like, oh yeah, yeah, you're gonna go in the military. I believe that when I see it. Went in the military. Did very, very well. Got senior and below the zone. I got promoted early. Deployed. Got a few medals though in there. And when they said, oh, you're gonna drop out of school. When they said like you're gonna get out of the military, you have job security, you have like healthcare, you can do that you can go to school. I'll believe it. I made the dean's list. I didn't get straight A's. I got one B plus in one of the sciences, not allied health science, whatever it was. And then people say, "Oh, you're gonna drop out of school and you can make $1 million with high risk, giving your money out to business owners." Yeah, okay, I did that. I've gotten people not believing in me and telling me I'm stupid and I'm not gonna make it. Pretty much all my life, prove them wrong every single time. So I would get out. That's what I would do, and I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that. People are gonna be like, "Hey, school should be the rule. Shouldn't drop out of college." I got so much hate for me telling a buddy of mine that you should drop out of school, just focus on YouTube, focus on Earth 2 before I knew about OMI. And he did. Bunch of hate for that. And he made, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of dollars. And now he's in OMI and he's going to be a millionaire as well. So that is my thing that I would give to my friend, let's say Aria Realty, which again, he was in college pretty recently, told him to drop out and just focus on Earth 2, YouTube, and now OMI. And he did. And he pretty much retired. Doesn't really need to work. So again, that's just what I would do. But be advised, if you're living off your parents or your parents are supporting you, they can kick you out, and life can be very, very rough for a long time. I'm just letting you know. But I would do that knowing that. Dancing Nidorina says, finally letting that one Bitcoin go, huh? LOL, I decided to sell my small but mighty ETH bag to buy OMI. Will never regret my decision. Yep, I hope we don't either. Crypto THC says, LOL, is this that E2 influencer? Well, E2 is definitely not a scam, so get the fudge out of here. Again, I would not be putting money into E2 every single day. I still have, that is the only thing I am not liquidating. I've liquidated everything else except for Earth 2. Dylan CEO, one of the original advertisers and co-founders of Oculus Rift, would not be attached to Earth 2 if it was something like that. That's Nidorita says, will we ever have enough OMI? LOL, I thought I wanted 100K, then 250, then 500, now a million OMI, never enough. I agree 100%. VV Darkling says, syringe. Yeah, that's why I got demonetized my last video. I forgot my 30-minute Patreon member shout out. Sorry about that. I will go and do that here. My shadow's only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone out there will find me. Till then I walk alone. It's always a lot of great energy in this chat. I believe so too. Homie Mike Jack, I love it. I am only about 16 minutes behind on comments. I'm not too bad. Brenzie says, for real, Jack, for real. Ethan Youngberg says, dude, if you become a billionaire, I could say I sort of know a billionaire. That would be crazy. Again, I don't think that would happen for a very, very, very long time, even if it does. The goal would be 100 million by the end of this decade, which I definitely think I could do. Again, OMI, I think, goes to $1 by the end of 2027, even if it takes the rest of the decade and I'm wrong. And I just hodl, that would be $100 million. But again, around the, I don't know when I'd sell. And obviously, I'm never going to dump. I'm never going to be like, oh, I'm going to dump it all. No, it would be slow, like $1 million here, $1 million there, $1 million there. It would be slowly but surely. It would not affect the market at all. And then hopefully by like 2025, 2026, it'd be like, all right, maybe it's time to go into something else. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I would also at that time just have a bunch of real estate in the veve-verse, and I could just rent that out, and I could just play really good games. Again, Master Collectors Program. Maybe I could flip NFTs. The NFTs, I have $20,000 plus in veve NFTs. Getting a lot of those because I want to, and I'm not getting those to flip. I'm not getting multiple to flip like I did Pokemon cards, because again, Pokemon cards they're so liquid. There's most of the time you can get a lot of them relatively when you want. But these NFTs, there's not a lot. Because again, if you don't want a first edition PSA 10, of this card, you don't have to get a first edition. You don't even have to get a PSA 10. You get a PSA 9, you get unlimited. You can get some PSA. You don't even have to get it graded. You can just do a binder set. Much cheaper. You still get that classic collecting nostalgia. But for these NFTs, you don't really have that option. There's not going to be, oh, this is in gem mint condition. I'm not going to get that. I'm going to get something in worse condition, for less money. They're all gem mint condition. So if you want them, you got to pay that price. And once we go to OpenSea, people are going to be really paying that price. A lot of those prices. Only one link says, I've been out of service for over 10 years and got a ton of stories. I was thinking about making a veve channel, but I don't want to be a Randy Chavez copycat. Do you think there are too many YouTubers? No, I think there's definitely a bunch of, you have to find each one that works for you. Like similar to some people, they have to find out workouts that work for them. Some people have to find YouTubers that they absorb from. Some people do better reading. Some people do better, listening, writing things down. Example, working with their hands. People learn differently. People are entertained by different things. I love it when people say that I'm their favorite YouTuber and they look forward to my videos, and I love that too. I really do try to bring new content to every single stream that I bring on. And I really don't like to repeat myself, although sometimes I do say a lot of the same things. But again, if that's not your thing, if you think I'm a little too like scatterbrained or a little too whatever, like, oh, he meows at the end of his videos and he talks to a dog. It's a god dog, by the way. Then yeah, I'm not be a fan of like, well, actually, you know what? He talks with, this vernacular that I don't like, you really more on poor man printing speed, or you like, or it in the other way, saying like, oh, he's kind of a little rough around the edges for me. I don't like it. I like the way the way Taps trades goes and very articulate with the way he speaks, or Dan Lee, who whatever. You got to find which one works for you. Although it is hard to go with to try to keep up with everyone. I try. And I don't have a job. Like I chill. I'm retired, so it's easier for me, and it's still hard for me to do it. But yeah, by all means, I think everyone has a unique perspective, and that's why I like interviewing a lot of different people. Like people are like snowflakes, and I don't mean that as in like, oh, you're like a millennial snowflake. I mean like each person is different. Each person has gotten from here to there in their life in a unique, different way. They offer unique perspective, and I would totally love to hear your stories. So only one link, go for it. And then link one of your own videos onto one of my videos. Just said it would have to hit $13 to become a billionaire. It'd be $10 for me or when I get 100 million. That is. I don't have 100 million yet. I only have 96. I'll have 97 million tomorrow. Atomic Z06 says, question: another million OMI or the Da Vinci Pride? I think it's a matter of which one will moon sooner. I don't know. I would say that's a coin flip. I would say that maybe Da Vinci Pride might moon sooner than OMI, but which one will moon longer? Like if they both start here, let's say down here, Da Vinci Pride, as OMI goes like this, Da Vinci goes like this, but then over the long term, maybe OMI outpaces. I think long term OMI will outpace it. But short term, I do think there's a chance that once Da Vinci gets on OpenSea, yeah, because that's not the only one. That is not the only NFT that they have. Let me go and I forget his name. Let me try to go to. Is it Da Vinci Beauty? Da Vinci Official? I forget the guy. The artist that did it had a big sign on earlier, like the last month or two. Basically saying that, hey, we just did another $50 million deal with veve and Akomi for more NFTs over the next 5-6 years. So I was like, okay, that's just the first one in the series for them. So the short term, I think that'll moon. Long term, I think OMI might moon harder. Again, OMI I see 100xing in the next like 4 years. I don't see Da Vinci Pride 100xing at all. I mean, it's what, $2,000? I don't see that being $200,000. I just don't. And maybe I'm wrong, but long term I see OMI getting to 40 cents. Yeah, I'd see that happening. Not very easily. It'll take several years, but Da Vinci, I don't see that being $200,000. I just don't. Just my opinion. Gary O says, let's go. Squidcast says, are you doing a giveaway this week? That last one was crazy. Oh, dude, that last giveaway, for those that missed it, I feel bad because originally it was just supposed to be an Earth 2 giveaway, but it wound up being an Earth 2 giveaway plus NFTs plus veve NFTs. It was just bananas. Everyone kept super chatting like, "Oh, do this, do that," and they all want to be part of the giveaway. But it seemed like a lot of only Earth 2 people were there. Some VV people were there as well. But this time I am going to advertise it as a Earth 2 and VV giveaway. So yeah, it will be this Sunday on September 19th, or next week. Gary O says the Dan Lee interview was good and Taps rocks. Yeah, those guys are awesome. Justin says, I'd like to see you and Taps in the same room. Ha ha ha. Yeah, that'll happen at one of the parties, whether it's Vegas or New York City, whatever it'll be. I would like to see that as well. He's a dude. He cosplays. Like we would get along really well. The cosplay, the nerd in us. Jennifer Gardner says, Randy, do you know which comics are dropping this week? The prices have been exploding. Yes, I do. It is Kang the Conqueror. Kang the Conqueror, again, we've seen in the Loki series on Disney+. He's going to be one of the main villains in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, Fantastic Four movies. He's going to be in quite a lot of them, so that's going to be big. Again, it seems that OMI is doing all of the comic books in conjunction with what Marvel's doing on their Disney Plus and the MCU. So we could, based on that, and based on the new Wolverine trailer we got, we can pretty much tell which ones they're going to do. Just my opinion. Marina Kruger says, nice. Ethan Youngberg says, dude, I'm literally dying. I'm still trying to get my OMI goal, but the price keeps climbing, and I have to put my money into like gas and phone bill. I understand that 100%. Yeah. I don't know what I know you have school, and you said you got to study. Well, you're still in high school also. For the summer, I hope you did work as much as you could. I mean, I hope you enjoyed yourself a little bit, but last summer, like honestly, 17 is like the last summer you have before like full-time adult. Like that's like the last excuse to have just a chill free summer, no work, no school. Like maybe in college you can kind of get that too, but a lot of times in between college you work, and then after college you just work. And you don't really get summer vacations when you work. Maybe you make the argument that if you don't take leave for like 2 years, you can get 60 days worth of leave, and you can take the summer off. And if they let you, that's a lot of time of leave. I guess it would if you have use or lose. But just get a second job. Ethan Umber is also he's young. He might be a senior in high school, but so it'd be hard for him to work a lot while being in school. Verena Kruger says, true, OMI will make a lot of people rich if you hodl, even the NFTs. Agreed. Just NFT and V says, do you feel when OMI hits 0.005 or above, it feels a little further out of reach? 0.003 is so reachable, 3,000 doesn't hurt as much. Yeah, I agree. That's why, again, I've said this before, I think this can reach 0.007 by the end of the month, and if not this month, I think it reaches a penny next month, just because of the MTL, the money transfer license, be able to take money out of the app, being able to go on OpenSea, being able to take OMI and buy NFTs with OMI, getting on another exchange because we're on the Ethereum blockchain. I see a lot of different things happening. That big catalyst for the price. Mark Hun says, definitely watch the Foster Hilt video about Hex. It will make you even more excited about OMI. I don't know if I can get more excited about OMI, but I'm game. Brenzie says, sitting on my couch, munching on some barbecue and watching Randy. Perfect evening before the work week. Oh, that's good, man. I'm glad I can provide y'all with some entertainment. Hammond says, what do you think is going on with the NFLPA collectibles? Football season has started, though they thought they would have them out by now. I would say because everything was delayed. I'm pretty sure we were supposed to get Star Trek before this, but because they're putting most of their points, most of their effort in transferring over into the Ethereum blockchain via Immutable X. Once that's done, a lot of other things will start. Probably buybacks, probably a bunch of other, maybe Jurassic Park, maybe whatever. The question again. They would have that out. I would say NFL Players Association, I would hope they would do maybe in the playoffs, maybe when time January comes, and then, February when the Super Bowl is in, maybe we'd start there and then slowly start. Again, I'm pretty sure it's just recent and current NFL players. I don't think they get like Joe Namath. I don't think they can go back in the day and get like Doug Flutie or Drew Bledsoe, Vinny Testaverde, just name a couple of prominent quarterbacks from the 90s. Obviously, Joe Namath is way back in the day. I want to see that Brady Bunch episode where Joe Namath is there. I thought it was really good. Moving on. Dancing Maid Arena says, agree with you. I've been picking up a lot of overtime, and all of that is going to OMI or NFTs. Dancing Maid Arena, you're my heckin' hero. That's exactly what I would do if I were in that position. So, Godspeed. Godspeed, sister. Um, Brenzie says, "What do your parents or relatives think of your all-in mindset on OMI?" I don't think they really understand it. They were the ones that were just like, "Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it." Going to the Air Force, I'll believe it when I see it. Oh yeah, I can make $1 million with this. They were like one of my biggest criticizers for everything. Um, I would like to think that they were trying to play 4D chess, thinking like, "Oh, if we tell him he's not going to do it, it's going to make him want to do it more." But no, they literally wanted me to just like go to school, be like the perfect, remember when Professor X tries to make the perfect little girl and he adds sugars? Like they try to be like, no boxing. What did I do? No gambling. I learned how to count cards. Um, yeah, so they it. Um, but right now, I think because I eventually retired at 30, like okay, and at first they were just like, oh, so you don't have a job? I was like, I just made enough money where I don't need to work for like 30 years if I don't want to. Um, but now I did go to see them in August, and they're just like, yeah, I don't understand it, but I wish the best for you. I was like, thank you, thank you. Um, so again, I don't think they understand it, just because investing is relatively, I don't want to say foreign to them. Well, yeah, I don't know if they ever really invested when I was younger. I don't think they did. Um, but I think my mom's sister invests, and she did not like Tesla. And I was like, listen, I'm telling you, Tesla. She's like, the guy's bipolar, and whatever. I don't like the CEO, and Tesla's go on fire. And it was just a lot of FUD from MSNBC or CNBC. Just listening to a lot of analysts on there, and which again is all a lot of people can do. They just listen to analysts, but I knew it, and then eventually said, okay, you were right on Tesla. I don't know if she really believes that in OMI or NFTs, just because again they are a little bit of that older crowd. But I think I've kind of proved myself. At least I hope so. In what I do, I hope so. Ryan Merrick says, just sold some of my Bitcoin for another 200,000 OMI. Get that bread, Ryan Merrick. Get that bread. So again, I'm not sure what I'll be doing tomorrow. But I will try to do a live video tomorrow at, I guess, 12:15 Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to try to do another video as well. Again, I have so many more videos. Again, the Altcoin Daily one, the one for my Earth 2 and veve giveaways, those things. Most on my feed says, you're an inspiration, dude. I always get giddy when I see people make it in unorthodox way. In an unorthodox way. Bravo. Thank you, Moses on my feed. I like that too. I like, and that's why I forget it was the power of a Comey. One of my favorite videos that I did. I think it was called The Power of the Akomi Team. I make so many videos. I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah, it's called The Power of the Akomi Team. That one over there, that is probably my favorite one that I did. And also, thank you guys for 4,000 subscribers. That's just bananas. So the part of the reason why I'm doing this giveaway is the 4,000 subscribers, do a big giveaway. And not that you won't have to wait for me to go to 5,000 subscribers for me to do another big giveaway. I'm going to try to do them once a month. But the power of the Akomi Team is just being me saying like, hey, these guys that, yeah, we know who they are now and their household names, but I didn't know who David Yu or Dan Crothers was beforehand. But if you look into them and see like how amazing things that they've done, even though Alfred R. Kahn, some people might not have known the name, people knew what he did. People knew like, oh, the one that used to be CEO of 4Kids Entertainment. I like underdogs. That's why I think like the Earth 2 team. A lot of these guys, these developers, they're just people that worked in the industry. They know what they're doing, and they managed to get the name. They managed to get Dylan Seo, who's one of the main advertisers for the Oculus Rift when that was first out. So they have him. So they got him. They have a silent partner who's a billionaire in Australia. So if by some chance they ever needed anything, if they ever needed capital, which they don't, they're very, very liquid, they could get that from him. Akomi was struggling at first. Akomi was, again, how can you be claiming that you're super successful if at the beginning you just have to pay for all of these licenses, which they're not free. They have to give away a lot of their OMI. They have to go and work and pay the team out of their own pockets. It's very, very hard to do that. But so again, it's an underdog story. It shouldn't have worked. They're a team from Singapore that's based in New Zealand, or they're based in New Zealand from New Zealand, based in Singapore. I love underdog stories, and I love people that are like have good advice, and let's say they grew up like upper middle class or whatever, and they do good. I love that story. But what I love really more is someone that like grew up like down in the dumps, and they by all rights should not have been successful. I was born in Peru with with literally no roof over my head. Happened to somehow win the lottery. I didn't actually win the lottery. I was just adopted, but same thing. Probably even better than winning the lottery. Came here, happened to be born with a decent brain, and yeah, just excelled at most of what I did. But I saw a preview when I was going to see Shang-Chi. Really good movie, by the way. There was a trailer. I think it's called like Mr. Richard or something. It's the father of Serena and Venus Williams. Or I didn't know that they grew up in Compton, but he was the one that always pushed them, and they are superstars. They're the best at what they do. So I love, the rags to riches story. I love it. Because I also think you appreciate it more. If you always had and I don't mean to like pat myself on the back, but if I'm going up against someone that is, let's say we have to go and debate, or we go and fight someone that is from a upper middle class background, and they have never been poor, they've never been hungry, they've never been deployed, or they've never, been in a 1-bedroom apartment with no air conditioning in the summer, or ever been in an apartment with no heat in the winter. If you grew up without money, or you've known relative poverty, you're not afraid to go back there. Like you are like, I never want to go back, but I know I can do it. I know I can handle it. Like if you see that meme or that scene from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, like no, they're old, they're new poor. We're old poor. We know how to be poor. These people have no clue how to be poor. It's easier for me. Like I know, like I said, why I'm selling Bitcoin for this is because originally Bitcoin was my hedge against OMI, just in case. I'm my hedge. I'm my own hedge. So I'm selling Bitcoin, not all of it, but at least some to get me to 100 million. Other people that have never been that, it probably scares the hell out of them that they will never, because they don't know it. They don't know if they can take it. They don't know if they can be poor. If anyone wants to try to do that to me, I'll drag them down with me. So yeah, that is that's why I vote on myself. I trusted myself, and that's why if this doesn't work, then I know I can rebuild. But I'm barring a like World War III scenario, Black Swan event, aliens, whatever. I'm mostly sure that we will be successful in Okomi. I mean, we already are. They're already a successful company. It's their first year actually like in like business, like doing things. They're profitable. That almost doesn't happen. Tesla wasn't profitable until last year. So when you have a company that as soon as they roll out their product and they're profitable, oh my God, the amount of, I wish I could have bought stock in this company. It's insane. Fanboys Camping says, I knew you were going to say that. I don't have a Twitter, but I'll open an account just to message you. Okay, no problem. Thank you, Fanboys Camping. Justin says, Big Green Day guy. Hey, is it Big Green? I haven't even checked the price for a little while. But I hope that million OMI, or I hope that what I got is enough for a million OMI. Ooh, 0.00381. It might not have been. I hope I got it. I'll let y'all know. I'll let y'all know. Moving on. The Rebel Duck says, great tune, great vid, appreciate you. What's up, Rebel Duck? Another one whose videos I really enjoy. Rebel Duck is pretty good. Definitely go check him out. Crypto THC says, where can I buy OMI? Bitforex seems to be the easiest right now, although you also can on, I think, Gate.io, AscendX, and OKEX as well. Caden says, hey, Randy, like you, I went heavy on 20 million OMI, average is 0.0075, basically 60% of my net worth. Good. I believe you will be very, very profitable pretty quickly. Squidcat says, I sold my Cardano, my Solana, and my ETH for OMI. No regrets. Starting the slow clap here. Yeah, I love how like we're all in this together too. Live together, die together. This is This is good. This makes me feel good. Caden says, lots has changed with the Comey, but I still have faith this will be life-changing. What do you think? Absolutely. I wouldn't be putting literally everything I have into this unless I thought it wouldn't be life-changing as well. Gino Tedeschi says, what price point do you think this project peaks at in the future? Oh, I said 2040, you can get $10 a coin. Again, by 2040, 19 years away. So I don't know if they can ever get unlicensed. Like if, Disney decides to say like, hey, we're going to take away this license for your NFTs, from Marvel. We're going to make our own platform, which they might do maybe towards the end of the decade, whatever. Maybe at some point they get competition. They really don't have any serious competition now, Comey. They just don't. Maybe in the next couple years or decade, they might have some conglomerate of Facebook teaming up with Apple and Amazon, and or Facebook and Amazon would be the only two companies that I could see to try to take on Comey, because Disney has more. They're not going to do it. They're already making money through them. Google and Apple are already making money through them. So the only other big titans I see are Facebook and Amazon trying to do that. Tesla, I don't think would, because it's just not their field. Yes, they're a software company, and so is this, but they're more focused on electric vehicles. And Tesla does have a lot of other companies inside of it, and Tesla I think is also really undervalued. But right now, Comey does not have any serious company. They don't have any serious competition. Kate says, thinking of maybe pull half out when I break even. Thought, if you mentally, if that'll make you feel better, I just wouldn't. But that's just me. If you want to do that, by all means, that's your prerogative. Frank J says, have you seen the Big Fries video about Earth 2? It scared me, so I stopped looking into it. I was going to invest in it. Going to keep buying OMI instead. Big Fry, Upper Echelon, Kira TV, all these guys, they use, I don't want to say pseudoscience or like pseudo facts or fake news or alternative facts. They use references from like the beginning of the year or last year, and they say like, oh, this is so difficult to do this, and this. That's like saying, oh, a Comey's such a scam because there's Clockgate, because there's it's laggy. Okay, yes, that was true like several months ago, but it's not true anymore. So a lot of what these guys do is they take videos and stuff from back in the day, and where it was really hard to withdraw, where they lost PayPal, where it just seemed like, and again, just because something has a referral code doesn't mean that you're being scammed. Again, there are referral codes for Cash App. Is that a scam? No, that's a public. Well, Cash App's not publicly traded. Square is publicly traded. They own Cash App. They have the same thing for Venmo. They have the same for actual banks. So people they're very good in what they do, trying to make something look like a scam, but I don't understand why they would want to do that. Maybe just for the views, maybe just because whatever. It's sexy. It's a hot topic. But yeah, they were using facts from way back in the day. Moving on. Brenzie says, I think the most Criticalus E2 video the best. Moist Criticals? I don't know who that was. I knew the other three just because I was in their videos. Kurt says, hey Randy, how are you? Created any great veve showrooms lately? I have not. I'm not that creative. Like, if you want me to write a story, absolutely, I'll blow your socks off. It's going to be one of the best stories you've ever read. But as far as putting things, I just don't have that. I just can't do it with just pictures, with just figurines. I could do that with, knowing the backstory, doing everything. Again, I did that, and if you go way back, I did a Super Mario like multiverse, or a Mario verse, Nintendo universe, where it was Mario and Bowser and Koopa and Peach and Wario and Waluigi. It was really good, and it was just off a Reddit post, but I made it. I don't know how far back you'd have to go for that. That was earlier this year, but I don't know how early this year. Brenzie says, rewind. Nathaniel Hawkins says, if you had to choose between 8 million OMI, but you have to stay out of OMI forever, or stay in the OMI game, what do you do? Well, 8 million OMI, when it says have to stay out of OMI forever, like I can only sell that 8 million. or stay in the OMI game. So stay in the OMI game. Either way, I don't want to get out of this. I want to continue. Like I can get 8 million OMI now, and then not buy anymore, versus not take the 8 million and continue buying. I'd probably rather take the 8 million now because I don't think I can get more than that, based on selling everything. I don't think I can, and stay out of the game forever. Yeah, I don't. Maybe I could if I literally sold everything. I don't think I want to though, so I'll keep you all posted. Yeah. Only One Thing says, I think you're everyone's favorite Ecomi YouTuber. I'm retired and I work for fun now too. Paychecks just go to OMI and buy your next video. Really Randy Chavez Patreon. Thanks for the support. Oh, thank you so much. Only One Link. Patreon is linked down below. Definitely appreciated, and yeah, that means a lot. Yeah, good looks. So it is time for my 1 hour Patreon member talk. Patreon member shout out. It's raining tacos from out of the sky. Tacos, no need to ask why. Just open your mouth and close your eyes. It's raining tacos, yum, 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 yummity, yum. It's like a dream, yum, yum, yum. So that was It's Raining Tacos by Perry Grip. Moving on. Brenzie says, speaking of the last giveaway, I haven't heard anything about those tiles I won from Wraithax. Really? Hang on 1 second. Let me go to Wraithax's thing. And followers. Moving on. Because I thought he did, but took care of everyone except for Vich G and haven't received. And Bob Cloud, I thought he said he did. I'll talk to him and I'll talk to him and give him a chat for that. Message me on Twitter. Lobsang Gilson says, "What's up, Rand? Yo, what's up, Lobsang? How's it going?" Jinferno says, "Howdy." And all right, only 18 minutes behind on comments. I got this. Lobsang Gilshane says, "Ecomi to the moon." Not a moon boy though. I mean, I'm not either. I'm not one to say like, oh, it's gonna be $1 by next week. No, like I think I have relatively conservative price points, in my opinion. Gunther Heisenberg says, what format would you like to see Pokemon on veve? Cards, statues? I would like, it depends on which one. Like, I would like to see cards just for like a tabletop card game, which I think they could do in the future, because most likely they have Magic the Gathering. Again, a tabletop card game would be great. Again, like if anyone has seen John G, if you go and you download John GBC Lite, and you go and you can get the Pokemon trading card game if you get the ROM for it, and I think that would really, if they put out a bunch of packs and be like, oh, get these packs, you'll get like 9 Pokemon cards and an energy card per pack, and they cost like a couple dollars. I'm gonna do that all day so I can get the original cards and you can go and battle with them like OG style. I would love that. I would spend so much money. And thank you guys for 35 likes. That means the world. But if they do, I would like Marvel Mighties types of stuff, because if they have a Pokemon, imagine Pokemon in the VeVeverse. Good golly gosh. Again, most likely they have Nintendo also. So could you imagine, let's say another electric, let's say like Samus Aron, just going and shooting like an electrical thing, or I know Zero Suit Samus has electric whip. Imagine her not knowing what Pikachu is, trying to fight a Pikachu using the electric whip, and Pikachu's just like, and then use that electricity, go right back at her. That type of thing we could have a subspace emissary literally in the VeVeverse. This stupid undervalued. So I would like Marvel Mighties type of stuff for for Pikachu, Squirtle, all the starters and all that. But I would also like separate statues, like actual big statues that just look good, like Animal Crossing type statues for like a Blastoise, for a Mewtwo, for all of that. That would be too wonderful. That would be insane. Yeah, I'd really like that. Moving on. Call me to Saturn, not a Saturn boy. Brenzie, you crazy. Bill Scott says, Harmony 1 coined 3x'd in a week. I think we could do that as well, probably in October, depending on where we are. Grandmaster Mawa says, what EPLs did you get from the second launch? I got the real Randy Chavez. I got Chavez City. Someone got Chavez Topia for me. I've gotten so many. I don't even know which ones yet. It's been a lot. Bill Scott says Harmony ecosystem is growing fast. I have heard of it. Again, I said Harmony 1, but I haven't gone deep down into it. I will try at some point. Hammond says OMI is pumping up now at 0.0038. I know. I was hoping to get 1 million before it. I don't know if it's gonna go through though. Those are on my feet. So speaking of unorthodox, do you ever get imposter syndrome? I am going to go and Google that because I'm not 100% sure what that means. Imposter syndrome is loosely defined as doubting your abilities and feeling like a fraud. I guess when I first started learning things in the military, where I was really good at one thing, but here's a whole new thing, and people are assuming, oh, just because you're good at this, you should be good at this. And maybe I wasn't, and I would doubt myself at first. But if it's about something I already know, no, I'm good at. I have that type of thing where I am a slow learner. Most times. Sometimes I can pick things up really quickly, but for the most part, okay, once I do it enough, I am the best at it. If I do it enough and I go and I get repetitiveness, I'm the best at it. I will, but unless somebody's got a freak of nature talent, I will be the best at it. So no, if someone's asked me to do something about something that I'm really good at, I will surprise them. I'll be really good. But yeah, if it's something new, because I'm good at this, they're gonna think I'm good at this. Oh god, I'm gonna mess up so bad. Justin says this stream is making the price climb. I don't know, I'm that influential yet. Vladimir Columbet says, how did you retire and how old are you, Randy? I worked my butt off from May of 2017 when I just started my business with less than $3,000. And then I just worked really hard with high-risk lending, giving out every single penny I had, lending it out to other business owners, getting a decent rate of return. And every single paycheck I would get would just go to that. I was not eating well. I was not. I vacationed, but for the most part, it was just work. It aged me. So not only did I do that, but I also started up a high-end collectibles business, specifically for Pokemon cards, buying and selling them. I did really good with that. I actually started the YouTube channel literally with Pokemon sales data, because again, very good with numbers. And if you followed me from last year, you know I made a fudge ton of money on Pokemon cards, and other people did too. Because that type of thing, I would give advice. Buy this, buy this, buy this, stay away from that, sell it up here. And I would, because that's not really any type of securities. It's just you're saying, hey, that's an alternative asset. It's only price is the price. But Pokemon cards are not subjective. It's sell it what you want, buy it at what you want. There's a lot of wiggle room there. And I just worked 15 hours a day, 16 hours a day plus for years. And then I put all my money into Tesla, put all my money into Pokemon cards, and eventually I just cashed out and I bought some Bitcoin. I bought a bunch of OMI. Now I'm selling the Bitcoin for more OMI because I think it's really undervalued. And I'm 30. Grandmaster Mawal says, Rick and Morty, tease nuts, Contract, Institute, Abridged, Ben Shapiro, Joe Rogan, Alex Jones, Forever 21, Vanos Gaming, Wendy's, Abortion, Lucario, Giratina, Pokemon Trader, Incineroar, and Offensive. Are those EPLs you got? I think Ben Shapiro is probably but you got... How did you get a bunch of these on there? Oh my god. Those are some of the best EPLs I've ever seen. One Punch Brand says, so true, man. When you're close to having nothing already, then betting everything isn't hard because we've already used to being at the bottom. Agreed. B-Boy Steve says, being profitable as a business owner in the first year is amazing. Yeah, it's bananas. Thomas Ann Gert says, when is the ETH switch planned? It's planned for later this month. It probably will happen. It might not until early October, but it will happen very soon. Excuse me. Blaze13 says 75 watching, 27 likes. More likes. Oh, well, now we have 78 watching and 39 likes. So, good job, guys. Thumbs up for our man. Love the vids, always giving positive motivation to the community. I've gone all in on OMI and veve. They've only just started. Get that bread. And we got 41 likes. Thank you guys for 40 likes. That means the world. Caleb Press says, great content, Randy. Any thoughts on when they will announce Immutable X? Well, technically, they've already announced a partnership a while ago. But when they'll actually be on the Ethereum blockchain via Immutable X will probably be in the next couple of weeks. Probably by the end of September. I'm hoping to get my 100 millionth OMI before then. So yeah, that's why I'm doing it too. I don't have that much longer left. Mike A says, I have 4 Givenchy Prides, all sub 1,000 mints, planning on taking one to OpenSea, maybe sell another for OMI, hodling the other 2 for long term. Dude, good. That's bananas. Good for you, man. Wow, I'm jealous. I'm very, very jelly. Genghis Khan Crypto says, good morning. What's up, Genghis Khan Crypto? Howdy, howdy. Or should I say Temujin? For those that don't know, Genghis Khan, before he was known as Genghis Khan, his name was actually Temujin. I think people at the time thought the universe was made of bronzium. It was a really weird time. Frank J says, thanks for clearing that up. No problem. Genghis Khan says, hi, hi, hi. Star Helix, what's going on? Says, yo, Randy, with work, it's getting harder and harder to catch your streams. How much OMI are you getting? I'm getting another million OMI. I'll have 97 million OMI by the end of tomorrow. And I will, hopefully by the end of the week, hopefully get another million. I'll let you guys know. High One says, rise or fall, I will be here on the sidelines watching. Oh, yeah, High One. Very, very good. Hang on one second. All right, moving on. Bow. Justin says, High One sidelines. I think maybe just not investing or he's investing in something else. Genghis Khan Crypto says, it's great to have you in the community. Why, thank you. Justin says, yeah, it seems silly buying anything else besides OMI or other investments. Yeah, I think so too. Genghis Khan is doing a disco man. That dance. What's up, VV Darklink? Oh, VV Darklink's like disco, eh? High One says, at Justin, yes, I like to listen. I'm a spectator. Ooh, he's like the Watcher from Marvel. He doesn't interfere. He just watches. Synox says, what's up, King Randy Chavez? Oh, what's up, Synox? How's it going, fam? Grandmaster Malo says, did you file for support within 48 hours to get Chaveztopia? It was actually banned. Nobody got it. Nobody could get it because it was a banned phrase, and then somebody got it. So we're good. James Kelly says, OMI currently up 10%. Good to see it up. I wish I would have. I'm so stupid. Dozen says, look up the price. I don't want to look up the price. Did it go up again? Let's see what. 0.00385. No, I'm too late. The only solace that I could get is that, you know what? In the last 7 days, we're still down 20%. I still have time. We're not super there yet. I can still get my 100 million OMI. Yeah, thank you guys for 45 likes. That means the world. Vladimir Colombat says, it's funny how you have some weirdness to you, lol, but that's why we love you, man. God bless. Oh, dude, thanks, Vladimir. Spasibo. I definitely, I'm not normal. I kind of knew that from like a young age, where I was just always weird, and people let me know, and but it also served me to really get where I am, because a lot of life is just about connections. It's not what you know, it's who you know. It is what you know. You have to be good, but the amount of times I've seen people do things not off of like merit, not off of inherent value, but just off of like, hey, you like the same thing I do. Like, I remember one time I was volunteering at this thing in the military, and I saw this guy, one of these I don't want to say rough tech sergeants. He was very, very strict, but he was also a little religious. I didn't happen to volunteer because I was like religious. I volunteered at this thing because it looked good on my resume. EPR, good bullets. And he says, oh, hey, you're here too? I was like, oh, hey, sir, how's it going? He's like, oh, Herman Chavez, I'm glad to see you here. And from then on, he just liked me, just because we volunteered at the same thing. So people are really weird, and that is not really about weirdness. I guess some things would be if I were to reference what one of my friends said. They were talking about betting or whatever, and they said, oh, I'll give you this week. You know what? Fine, I'll give you all of last week too. And I was like, was that a Saved by the Bell reference? And he's like, so people just, if you relate to them on a level that is not publicly like sexy to be like a Pokemon trainer master or it's not sexy to like certain things. If you connect with them on that level, that can take you places you never even dreamed of. I would like to say same thing. It's basically similar to if somebody from here, like let's say Vladimir, is Russian. Let's say he's from Russia, and English is his second language. And most people don't speak Russian, at least in America. So I go to him. I was like, Vladimir, как дела? Как зовут? Меня зовут Randy. Like, and we go back and forth. Talking in somebody's native tongue is also a great way to get them to drop their guard, let them trust, and just really connect with them. Get really deep inside the kitchen, just like bro hug, like it really does. So yeah, weirdness has definitely helped me. DJ DS says The Legend of Randy, 1 5-cent party in Vegas. Is that when we're doing the party in Vegas? I don't even know. Well, let's get to 1 cent first. We'll go from there. Trill Made It Happen says, you remind me of Cisco from The Flash. I've heard that before. I've heard that with many different things. Most recently, or not most recently, but most recently it came up on my Facebook memories. Apparently, I look like this soccer player. Let me go. Apparently, I look like him. So I've been sent that multiple times. Alison Sansoni says, brother, what's your say on Illuvium? I think they would be a good long-term hold. I think they're very, very new. They have gone up a lot, so I don't know how much farther they can keep rising. Seems like they're pretty similar to Axes. That pay to earn crypto is play to earn like NFTs, gaming. That's going to be the standard in the next decade. I don't think anyone sees it right now. Not many people even know what it is. But I think that because it's such a game changer, like if I'm just gonna spend some time playing like a quick game, and I'm bored and I'm not doing anything, and I'm gonna be playing a game anyway, why not play something that makes me money? So I think Illuvium is definitely ahead of the curve on a bunch of other games, got a leg up on a bunch of other stuff. Really speculative also. People might think it can do the same thing as Axie Infinity and really Moon. So I think it could be a good long-term thing. I'm not in it yet. I'm not in Axies. But yeah, I think they could be very good in the future. Star Helix says, where/when did you learn Russian? I actually did a couple of times. Once when I was 19, when I first started dating Natasha. The name was Natalia Reshetnikovic, but in Russian you don't say like Natalia, just Natasha. And I got engaged to her in 2014, but she started teaching me in 2010. Did I say 2019 before? Sorry, 2010 is when we first started dating, first worked together. That was when I was working at a gentleman's club. I was doorman at one point for this place called Leaky Lifeboat. It was close to Massapequa, close to where I'm living now, but I was just doorman for there, just checking IDs. A buddy of mine says like, hey, do you want to be doorman over at the strip joint? I was like, okay. And then Natasha was there, and we got to talking, and from then on, I just loved Russian women. I mean, I always liked Maria Sharapova, but from then on, I was like, so she started teaching me, we started dating, and then we fell off for a little while. We restarted dating December of 2013, got engaged in 2014, started learning then again, and then we broke up and it fell off for a little while. And then when I got out of the military in 2016, started school, one of my classes was Russian, which I got an A in. So I have tried to learn it 3 times. It still got way away from me, just because I just haven't practiced. I don't have anyone to practice with here. I guess Lena, but I don't know if Lena likes me. It's just it's a buddy of mine. It's actually my friend Brittany's friend, actually from Russia, was from Russian military. So we do have that connection. But she just thinks I'm like a waste, just because like U.S. military as a boxer, and I should be in a lot better shape than I am. But I'm not, and she just thinks like I'm soft, and which I am. But yeah, Russians are. I love them. I love the language. A lot of people think it's like a sloppy language. I love it. I love the women. I love blondes. And thank you guys for 50 likes. That means the world. Vladimir Columba says your Russian is good. That's awesome. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Justin says Leaky Lifeboat is a Thurston Moore song. Really? Well, it is a bar in Wantagh. Yeah. It's a bar pretty close to me. So I guess for my next Patreon member shout out, we are going to do Jesteś suma, menos na, menos na, menos na, ja sa szla suma, menos na. Minne ponicunie absoluto ceros, sytuacja help, sytuacja sos, senia pojmu. All right, so I did the Patreon member shout out a little early. B Gray says, thoughts on Ember Sword Project? I'm not sure what that is. Let me do a little Google here real quick to see about the Ember Sword Project. Ember? I have so many tabs open. Sword Project? Is this even... I'm not really getting anything on Google here. No. Ember Sword Land Sale, the ultimate sandbox MMORPG. MMO Ember Sword changes name? I don't know. It looks like, again, sandbox, it looks like something that is been around for a little while, but I haven't heard of it, so I don't know if it really has a large community. I don't really know if it has a really big following. I guess currently it's in pre-alpha. They're internally testing capabilities of the proprietary game engine, as well as various networking features. Planning on opening up alpha testing of our engine tech to community later this year, with more gameplay-focused alphas coming in 2022. Okay, so it's not even out yet, but I do see Ember Sword announcement teaser from 2018. This could be interesting. As Ember Sword Play to Earn, plans to conduct testing for virtual landowners and select community members later this year, is following in the footsteps of another Play to Earn blockchain-based games like Axie Infinity that are revolutionizing online gaming. Anything that is doing right now, what Axie Infinity is doing, is probably going to be really good for them. It's probably going to be something along the lines of, at least even short-term, short-term productivity and booming. Says the game, yeah. On the Rocks TV says, hey Chavez, you ever talk to Crypto Stash? He hosts a talk show about the metaverse, more on the blockchain gaming side, but it'd be great to see you there talking about veve and Earth 2. I'm actually not. I don't think I know who Crypto Stash is. It would be good to do that. I'll probably do that. Maybe I'll reach out, go on Twitter or whatever. If I can, great. I would love to go on more podcasts and everything. If not, no big deal. I'm going to do one last Patreon member shout out, and then I'm going to bounce. If you have any more questions, let me know. Because I have been talking for a while. I do want to make other videos. And yeah, let's do it. I don't care if you don't mind. I'll be there, not far behind. I will dare, keep in mind. I'll be there for you. When there's the truth, you know I'll be there. Amongst the lies, you know I'll be there. Well, I'll go anywhere. So I'll see. I just love Green Day. Noah Will says, veve should model Samsung AR zone platform. They allow customization like clothes, hats, and etc. to your avatar, but you have to buy it instead of cash. veve should use OMI. I think at some point they will. I don't think they should do that right now because we don't even have our avatars yet. But I think at some point they definitely will. Probably in the next year or two, give or take. veve Darkly says, thanks for the stream. Justin says, let's get some The Cure. Let me, maybe for tomorrow. I'll try to do that for tomorrow. I do like them, so I'll try to do them tomorrow for one of these videos or tomorrow's streams. I'll let you know. Grandma Smile says, I think world governments are trying to control the world by using something as an excuse. Again, I don't really want to say that. I don't even want to get demonetized. I don't think at this point it would really matter is that they can't. But Night Noah, I think a lot of governments are corrupt, and I think I just think a lot of governments are corrupt in general. Whether they're using this as an excuse, yeah, maybe to get more power. Yeah, probably. I just don't. I don't know if there's any proof to that. I mean, you could infer things, but yeah, governments are inherently just corrupt, just mad with power. All right, everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments good for the YouTube algorithm. I shits you not. Everyone say goodbye to Dashi. Bye, Dashi. It was good for a nice 90 minutes. I did a 3-hour podcast before, so thank you guys for going there, coming here, and yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. All right, I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow 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 meow.